Just knock it out real quick.
Knock it out. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, that's it. What should I say?
Yo, what's going on, Knox FM? My name is Joe Yim, aka Mighty Joe Yim. I had the honor and the privilege to be able to make a video with my friend, Mr. Omnivorous Adam. If you guys aren't following him on Instagram, on YouTube, and TikTok, please make sure to do so. He's another great food content creator that actually does a lot of research when it comes to his food. He's just really fun, entertaining, and has some really great recipes. And in the video that we made together, we were talking about the barbecue style that exists in Chicago that not a lot of people know about. And it's really mainly focused on the south side of Chicago, which is why a lot of people don't know about it. But we wanted to show people what it's about and how they can do it at home. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll leave a link to his video in description so you guys can see the full video. It's just kind of like a love letter to Chicago barbecue that we wanted to put together. But the purpose of this video for me was I just love being able to capture the behind the scenes of kind of like what happens, you know, what the workflow is like. I love being able to see how other people create their videos, and because I learn a lot about how to make videos better just from working with other people. So without getting into too much, I hope you guys enjoyed the behind the scenes video of me making the Chicago style barbecue with Adam.
Matt, you think I got jars, dog?
Whoa.
I got jars, my dog. I got jars, except those.
Oh, was that the one that blew up the other day?
Dude, look at that shit. This is just like straight up like strawberries and sugar that I fermented. I'm like, oh, it'd make good popsicles. I'm gonna try again, but. Oh, you wanna see the rib tips?
Yeah. These are freaking ginormous.
Massive tip. I mean, spares. Massive tips. These are from Wild Fork, which is awesome. I mean, I wouldn't expect like places. I don't know, just like cool. You can find everything there. This is not a commercial.
Ready for this?
We good? Alright. Over the past 90 odd years or so, over on Chicago's south side, locals have developed a unique way of smoking meat that goes against many barbecue norms. I'm gonna hit that back. Locals have perfected a way to smoke meats that goes against most of the barbecue norms. That's a big fucking long thing of text. Okay, I'm gonna try. When the city supplied like most of the country with all of its meat. Wow. Let's go!
That's pretty good.
That's big for me, dude. Let's do this. So, are we ready? We're rolling? Alright, so we're ready to season up. My dry rub does not have any salt in it.
Perfect.
How do you feel about that?
That's usually what I do too. The rub has a lot of, it's like a lot of smaller stuff. It's not powdery. You add in the salt in there, sometimes what tends to happen is all that powdery stuff will start to stick to everything that's wet. Don't let it sit long enough, all that salt afterwards is going to start bouncing off.
Yeah. Simple like meat cookery 101, like season your meat first, then add additional flavors and spices if you want to. I'm going to do all this with salt, and then we can just put them all in here, do that, and then just kind of toss them together. Cool. Ooh. Look at that form.
What should I do with my right hand?
Maybe the lefty, huh?
Yeah, I'm the lefty.
The rare, the few.
It's a very important shot right here. Anytime you're seasoning something.
It is so important.
Where are you going to sprinkle from?
I'm going to go back to front.
Okay.
Right here. This is the height. Good?
Mm-hmm.
No pretty way to do this, huh?
Nope.
Look at that immediate color change, though, on that paprika. How's my form?
Perfect.
Smells good.
I'm happy you put the herbs in there.
Oh,
I feel like a lot of people don't put the herbs in there.
The abs.
The abs.
I don't have abs to put in
I don't even know where that came from. This is gonna be a cool shot for the video for sure.
What a good idea, Joe. Good call. I'm gonna put these fattier, bigger pieces closer to the flame, right?
It's huge.
You know what? That one is that's gonna be the Great Wall.
Rib tips are on.
Yeah.
Now we gotta make some barbecue sauce.
So we're going to make the sauce.
You want the recipe? Find him on Patreon.
No, the recipe's actually the recipe's on my website.
Oh, on his website.
Not,
Okay.
Definitely for free.
No, hold up. Let's do it. You want the sauce recipe?
It's over on the website.
Website.
Remember to try to just kind of, you're dividing this in half, just saying this is your quadrant area. Alright, so every good rib tip needs sauce. Very important. One thing that we're doing that is specifically unique to this sauce is we are adding charred onions. Y'all important? Powerful stuff. And then God particle time. Here, I'll do this, and then you open it slowly, see how it says that. So kind of like hold it like that. Okay.
Great color, man.
Yeah, that molasses helps a lot. Ready? A perfect forecourt. I'm sorry, quart. Want to smell this?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it's a good smell though. It's like smelling salts. You don't need smelling salts before a deadlift. Just bring your barbecue sauce. Variation 1, this is variation 2. Look at that.
Wow.
It's the charred onion.
Yeah.
It's really charred. That's nice.
Good, I'm using that idea.
Woo!
The big one, let's go.
The meaty mother. That's nice. Dang, that'd be a tip.
You wanna throw in a chunk while we're explaining, just so like
Throw a chunk on?
when it gets like too hot. This is why they have a hose next to their equipment.
Yes. Yeah. So, what temp are we rocking for this whole process?
Probably started close to like 250 or so, but yeah, we're probably 300, maybe even 350 honestly, just because at this part of the cook, we want to make sure the outside gets nice and charred.
They use these massive smokers called aquarium smokers.
I guess a lot of people will call them now like direct cook smokers because it's really a fire that's pretty much on the ground.
Basically a
Right,
grill.
right, yeah.
It's literally this. And what they do is they have these hoses hanging on the sides of these big pits, right? Periodically spray down the coals in the wood, which basically cools the wood down so they control the temperature manually that way. This is funny because this is kind of like a no-no.
It's weird, yeah. Normally you're used to spritzing the meat, not the fire.
So you spritz the fire, creates all this smoke and the steam, and that charry kind of like off the coal flavor hits the meat and gives it a really distinct flavor. Matt, our camera's broken.
Look at that rig right there.
A broken rig.
Busted ass.
Floppy rig.
Yeah. That's why they make viewfinders.
Look at this. Look at that pink. This is like the best part right there. That charry outside and succulent moist inside. I gotta wait. I can't do it before we get them ready. Blasting this. Got a nice big ol' cleaver just like they do in lambs. Yo, that's a tip. Dang. Dude, look at that.
Friendly fire going on right now.
Yeah, dude. Everywhere.
Nice.
Nice one, mate.
This guy right here. Well, it's not
Everyone
eating
gets
fries.
tax. Everyone gets one.
No, I've had like 7.
Yeah, I got like 9. Round up.
This is what it takes right here. This is what it takes.
Try, man. I'm really trying. Scoop flop?
Scoop flop.
Drizzle to scoop flop.
Drizzle to scoop flop.
Drizzle to scoop flop.
All this hard work. Make sure to like, subscribe.
Yeah, Jesus.
Fire.
Yep, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I
think that's it.
Okay.
That's really nice.
Can I see that last shot? Them really do be nice looking tips. Alright. I want that sauce to fall into those fries and kind of sog them up. I think sauce is real important on rib tips. I kind of need it. The char, it works, right? Trust me, I'm not like that with brisket or any other barbecue items besides maybe like wings. Rib tips though, sauce them up.
All right, we just finished.
It's a wrap.
That was a
That's a great rib tip.
We're setting up a buffet now. This is a post-chewed boy buffet.
Now we can eat all the fries.
Yeah. These fries actually held up, which is nice. Set this up.
No guilty in the fries anymore.
Nope, fry guilt is done. All these nice cleaver marks. Finally building some character on this thing. That's good.
Just knock it out real quick.
Knock it out. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, that's it. What should I say? If you're planning on making rib tips, if you like the video, be sure to like the video. It really helps us out. If you're new here, of course, subscribe. If you're not new here, what's good? Welcome back. Until next time. Take care now. What am I saying? What do we say here? Bye. Bye. Let's crush some Mo forking tips.
Good job, team.
Tip
We
time.
did it.
Yeah, woo!
We did
That's
it.
a wrap. Now come get your tips, boys.
Tips.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Again, I had a lot of fun being able to work with Adam, and we've been talking about, you know, other things that we can do together as well. So that's the end of this video. If you guys like videos like this one, be sure to check out these two videos right here to get a little bit more behind the scenes of other people that I've worked with. And again, if you liked it, please make sure to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.